Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen, and today's video we are going to be closing out August's budget. So we're going to get right into it because this is probably going to be a pretty quick video, but we're going to get it done so we can get into September. Crazy that it's already September. So real quick, I use an Erin Condren monthly planner. I love this planner because it just has the monthly layout and then a dashboard, lined in a dashboard, and then a bunch of monthly pages. So it's great for setting up a budget. But we're gonna get in and check out August. So I do weekly check-ins. So the last time I checked in was the 21st. So I'm gonna add up all of this and close out each category. So that's what we're doing today. And then yeah, over here, if you're new here, this is where I track my weekly check-ins for certain categories. But let's get into it. Okay, so we need to, I already filled in a few things, but the rest of it is like variable, so it depends on how much we've spent. But yeah, so the last time that I checked in, I had $39.90 for groceries left over. And then we're gonna go over here and see if I bought any more groceries, which I didn't. So how I'm gonna do that is, so we're gonna subtract $3.50. It's gonna be a negative, but we spent $3.10. So I did $3.50, which is what I budget, and then whatever I had remaining. And so that's how much, if I added all of these up, it would be $3.10. So yeah, not too bad. We're under budget, so that's good for groceries. Next, let's do eating out. So I had $72.89 remaining for the rest of the month, and I went to Taco Bell after work one night. So we're gonna subtract that. So we had $65.92 remaining, and I budget 100, so $34.08. Wait, did I do that right? I'm confusing myself. We're just gonna add up what we spent, because I don't know. It's early, you guys, okay? So bear with me. Okay, so 20, we spent 20, and then we spent 150, and then we spent 561, and then 697. Oh, I guess that was right. We're just gonna add it up because let's not confuse ourselves here. Obviously, I'm the one that's confused. Okay, so next is gas. So I budget $240, so let's see how we're doing. So I didn't spend any for this week, and then I spent $52.91, and then I didn't spend any money for the last week we checked in, and then I spent $52.22. So that's a total of $105.13. So that's way under budget. I obviously wasn't going anywhere because yeah, like usually I'll go and see like family in Sacramento or something, but yeah, I just worked a lot. So it was literally, my commute is like 15 miles, so it's not far. I don't do much driving other than that, unless I'm going somewhere. Okay, so next, parking. So I budget $150, and then the first week I spent $33.98. Second week I didn't spend anything. The third week I spent $18.60. $60. And then, let's see, so then I spent $19.46. And then this other gray is Fast Track, so that's for like my tolls. So we spent $91.23. Whoa, I almost put that as a 3. Cool, so that's under budget too. And then next we'll do my toll, which it only came out once. It usually comes out once a month, and that was $145 on the 30th. And I would put it under fixed, but sometimes it'll pull like $150. One time it pulled like $175. I don't know why I have it set, but it does vary sometimes, so I put it in variable. Next is Clipper, and that is again for public transportation. It looks like I only spent 20. Yes, 20 on that, which is what I budget, so we're right on. And then next is laundry. So I spent $6 up here. Unfortunately, my laundry is not in my apartment, but it is in my building. And then I spent $6.25, and then another 6. So $18.25, which is right under, so that's good. And then next is personal. So that's another one I track weekly. So $63.30. I spent the first week. The second and third week I didn't spend anything. And then the rest is like unbudgeted or like my supplements. So not too bad. I was on technically a no spend, but obviously it was a very low spend. So very proud of myself for that. And then, yeah, my electric and PG&E were both under supplements. So my pre-workout was $25.50. And then I do like protein shakes, and that was $96. And so we spent $121.50. Okay, now sinking funds. Actually, let's do unbudgeted because I did have a couple of those. Usually I try to have 0. So this I'm just gonna put under unbudgeted. It was something I sold and I needed to mail off, and I needed to buy a mailer. So that's that. And then traffic school. I had to take traffic school because I got a speeding ticket like in February, and so I had to take traffic school to, which is ridiculous because where I live, it's forgot the period. I think I was going like 5 miles over the speed limit. I was going 45 and a 35. So ridiculous. The cop was obviously having a bad day. Like, really, you can't just give me a warning, but it's whatever. I shouldn't have been going 10 miles over the speeding limit. But that is in the past, so we're moving on. Okay, but now, sinking funds. Okay, so technically I added $24.33, which is way over my $1,000 budget, but 800 of that was from my 26-week challenge, which I've been saving for the last 26 weeks or so. So I'm gonna take 800 off of this, and that's what I technically added from my like monthly income. if that makes sense, because that 800 was just kind of like a bonus that I threw in there. So I really saved and stuffed away 1633. All right, so let's add this up. And I also don't share my income if you're new here. I just don't. It's not something I want to do. I mean, I share enough of my weekly tips and counting and cash stuffing that I just don't want to. Okay, so we're gonna add all this up. And see how we do. With my sinking funds, it's kind of like a goal to push away like $1,000. If I do more, that's awesome. That means I'm saving a little more, because technically my sinking funds are like mini savings for me. Some are expenses, but okay, so I spent 3, 7, 8, 4, 98. So we're just a little bit over budget. 200, not too bad. But in the main categories that, you know, I want to make sure that I'm staying in is like my groceries, my eating out. The ones that I track weekly are the ones that I don't want to go over, and I'm very intentional about. When it comes to my sinking fund, that is like what's in these envelopes is what I can spend. I try to not go over. Sometimes I have to pull some money from other parts, or other envelopes. But yeah, I try to just stick with what is in here is what I can have and use. So yeah, guys, that is my August closeout. Did pretty good. Excited to jump into September and see how we do for September and the rest of the year. Trying to save some money and just be more intentional with my spending, since this was a good like saving month. And very like low spend, so I really like that. Just trying to be a little bit more intentional with my money, where it's going, how I'm spending it. So yeah, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. If you like budget related content, I do post weekly cash stuffing, weekly check-ins, other fun budgeting related videos. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.